Hello, this is Martin here from seekedge, channel for learning about trading and investment. Welcome to the daily market technical analysis show, where we are looking at the price action, what exactly happened in the market today, and how we can plan for the next day. So we are looking for the analysis of the technical analysis for July 27, Tuesday, 2021. So, as usual, we would be walking through each of these parameters on the charts which are on the left side, and also in addition we'll be looking at the options and the futures data, the volatility, the institutional participants in the global cues, and then wrap it up with some actionables, right? So let's get in the charts and see how was the day. So this is the Nifty 50 index charts, and what you see here is today was the previous day was a dodgy, there's uncertainty, and today was inside day, which is a bearish kind of spinning top inside the big dodgy. So it's a bearish candle, we can clearly say. And Bank Nifty, we have a dodgy, right? Bank Nifty was kind of bullish in the previous Friday last week, but today it's indecisive as to whether to continue the zigzag movement or whether to fall apart, right? So this is what the candlesticks say. So let's go to the lower time frame on the 15-minute and see what was the price action today. So 26, we can see clearly that the market went down, right? It had a gap down of it went down to 15,800 from, right? So obviously at that moment, let's quickly see what this is. So it slightly shot up initially and then went down almost, right, 82 points, right, and then it shot back, right? So now that was what happened actually, right? So it shot back to nearly 100 points, right, and then it retraced to give up everything, right? Almost all the price gains was given up. From the top you have some 80 points, right? So a small up move, false breakout, you can say, right, at 9:15, right, trapped the bulls, and then immediately in the same 15-minute candle it gave up 80 points, then shot back 100 points up nearly, and then gave back 80 points. So it was zigzag, another one of those zigzag days where people get thrown out and get hit from all sides, right? So it was an inside bar, like I said. The movement was all happening on the previous day's candle, right? So let's see in Bank Nifty what is the price action. Let's get the 15 minutes, and it's more or less the same, right? So so it did not do a false breakout. It dipped a bit, and then it did recover the fall, right? So here also you can see that it, for 350 points it dipped, and then it gained some 450 points, right? So, and then lost half of it nearly, right? So that's kind of 250 points, right? So 350 points down, then 450 points up, and then 250 points down. So it is very difficult to trade this kind of, and all that inside the range of the previous day, it's high and low, right? So this is the jittery action that happened today. Now that's about candlesticks and price action. Then Bollinger Bands, you can clearly see it's still in consolidation, and Nifty, it's clearly consolidation next, since 1 month, 31 days, it's consolidating on both, right? That continues to be there. Now what else do we see? Next is the support and the resistances, they remain the same, right? This is Nifty. We have once again got hit with the resistance zone. That's exactly what happened, right? 900 to 830, that band is where it has been getting hit every time. This time we got hit, we could not climb, right? Today also we could not climb. Bank Nifty is not even attempted to go to the next resistance level. It is, it just it did move slightly up and then it formed a doji, right? It is yeah, it's nothing has happened in the support and the resistance levels. It remains the same, right? So the 35 800 support resistance remains the same, right? And above that you have the 36 and 500, 36 500 resistance also remains same. Above that you have the 37 700. The supports below remain the same, 34 300 and 34 800, that levels, that band. So basically we are at one of the supports and also at a support of the trend line channel, right? We are at a major support, we are still at a major, it did touch the support today if you see, right? Same in Nifty, right? Except that we are not in the support zone, but we are attempting to break the resistance zone. Here we are still not climbed up to the next resistance level, but still the support level. That support then resistance. And then let's look at the momentum. What happened to the bank Nifty sideways, momentum Nifty also sideways. How about trend? The ADX trend indicator is showing that it had crossed over to the bullish zone, but it did not do any crossover today. But the bullishness has come down. You can see the bend. Bank Nifty continued to be the bearish zones. Nifty, right? Nifty has the trend has not crossed over to the bearish zone at least. That's the difference. Momentum and the trend, right? That's it on the charts. Let's get into see what exactly happened in the open interest from the futures data. It is showing that it was a short build up on Nifty, and Bank Nifty it was a short build up too on the futures. Let's get into the open interest data for the options, and we can see that for the monthly expiry of 29 July, we have huge resistance at 16,000 continuing to be there. Below that, 15,900 huge resistance to overcome. Now we are at 15,800 levels, which seems to be having the highest put rating, that is the support. So 15,800 is a good support for this monthly expiry, and 16,000 and 15,900 is the resistance. Put call ratio 0.97, which is not bearish at least. And Bank Nifty put call ratio is 0.9, almost the same. It's not bearish either. So the 35,000 is still not gone good today, and there seems to be a lot of straddles there. That is the highest put rating place and highest call rating for support and resistance. Both seems to be at hovering around 35,000 for this expiry. After that we have 36,000, then we have 35,500 also resistance seen. The support zones, if you leave 35,000, then you have supports only at 35,000, 1,000 points apart and 1,000 points on the resistance area also, right? PCR we already seen that it is not bullish, neither not bearish, right? So that's the open interest data that is saying, right? So 15,800 seems to be a support for Nifty, right? And there will be some bull bear fight that's going to happen for conquering either 5,900 or 16,000 for this coming expiry is clear. Now let's move ahead and see what happened to the India VIX and or the volatility in general. VIX tried to short up for the third time in July. Once again today we can see that VIX spiked to 12 point to close at 12.45. So intraday, if you see, the VIX was spiking up all through the day, right? It was trending up, right? It did from the morning, it did a dip and then it was kind of trending upwards, you can say, and then settled at 12.4. So there is an overall So these spikes will always come whenever it is at the bottom of 11, 10 point something, these levels. Always there will be a chance that VIX can spike up, which is not good for the sellers, right? Who are having position. So FII participation is what we have to look at. That would be interesting for today. And FIIs have sold heavily as per July 26 today's data, 2,400 crores of selling. You can see that they have been selling, 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 and only selling, hardly any buy since the entire June and July month. It is all red. It's all FIs. FIs were selling small. Now they started selling 2,000 is huge. This is a cause of concern. So DIs again bought today also 1,500. Not as much as how much FIs sold, but they did buy, and they have been buying consistently for the entire June and July month, which is keeping once again the market from making big crashes. So that's the foreign institution data and domestic institution data. Sectors. For seeing the sectors, let's get into and see the heat map, and we can see that Nifty only the metal sector performed good. Metal, cement, and IT kind of performed. Otherwise, it was all bearish in all the other sectors. Metals, SAIL is doing excellent. Other metal stocks except JSW is doing good. And cement, Ultratech, and ACC and Ambuja result related traction is happening. And the IT sector, Infosys did well today. HCL Tech and Infosys also did very well today. Let's look at the charts once again for each of the sectors and see if something you can understand. Nifty IT, you can see that it is in a breakout zone as we saw. Now it is heading trending up, right? On a weekly basis also you can see that there is a trended up move, but also there is a bearish divergence on the momentum is coming down and price is moving up, which is there a cause of concern, although it is trending up. So today's price action, if we see, it is an inverted hammer. Inverted hammer could be could be could be an indication of a trend reversal, right? So you have to trade with caution, although we can clearly see that there is enough bullishness in the IT sector overall, but it has to be something that has to be traded with caution. Nifty, if you see, it is small body, kind of spinning top, kind of bearish hammer that is being formed. It is still in the sideways zone. Not full. We'll have to wait for that to catch up. Auto sector is clearly bearish. We found that there is M pattern on the daily as well as there is M pattern double top that is there. The formation is happening in the weekly also, and today we can see that the M pattern on the daily has broken, and that could potentially move a lot. This much of movement can be seen downside. That means auto sector is not, you have to be very careful, right? The momentum of the auto sector has gone down below the 40, which is again indicating bearishness. Trend is clear bearishness upwards, which good strength of 37, right? So auto is clear bearish. Pharmaceuticals, you can see that it is in a breakout, right? Pharma is having a breakout, right? On the weekly, if you see, it is on the verge of breaking out, right? Pharma is kind of a W pattern breakout, right? That is exactly what is happening here. It is trending up and there is a double top, bullish momentum trend, everything is bullish. So pharma is in the bullish zone. So that is a sector, and not no yeah. So pharma and joins the IT. Pharma is catching up and it is trending, right? FMCG is also doing good bullishness. You can see that there is a W pattern with neckline, and it is kind of a failed breakout attempt that happened today. If it is able to sustain the green candle on top of this, it means that it is clear bullishness. Also below you can see that there is a forming of a kind of range shift, right, from the sideways to the, if this is dipping a little bit down and then it is bouncing up, then that is going to be big move that is going to happen on the FMCG, right? That is known as a range shift in the momentum, right? So FMCG is bullish, pharma is bullish, and IT also is bullish, and those are the sectors that in reality we already seen that it is bullish. It is already broken out of a major resistance zone. We have already seen that, right? So that is already uh, this could come down and form a cup and handle kind of pattern and all that. So if you are taking trade in the reality, it has to be very selectively for positional trades only, because this can consolidate, come down, and then do a change in polarity, bounce, and all that can happen. But our reality is bullish, right? Now, those are the major sectors that we are interested in, right? So IT is bullish, but you have to trade with caution. Mentally sideways, you have to wait till it catches. Auto is bullish, auto is very bearish, and you have to be, never. There is no chance that there are any long trades in it. Pharma is bullish, FMCG is bullish. So four sectors, three sectors clearly we have in and reality also. So four sectors are bullish. Auto is bearish, metal is sideways. That's a wrap of the sectors. And let's now get into the global commodity. How is the dollar index performance today? We can see that the dollar index is slightly retraced to the support zone, right? So we saw that there was a weekly W pattern breakout chance, the neckline, right? So this is a neckline resistance, and anything above that is going to be big move on the dollar. So dollar is strengthening, but today we had a retracement, and the USD INR currency pair, it looks like it is breaking the support zone. That means the channel may not be valid, right? It had hit the channel top, RB intervention happened, and then it price fall down, and it cannot sustain to consolidate on this, and it seems like today it almost slipped the major resistance, the major support zone that is there. That means there is a chance that it could come fall back some more. That means the rupee has strengthened slightly to, right, 74.3, so 33. So rupee has slightly strengthened in the last 2 days is what we can understand, right? And the Brent oil is heading up after the big fall that happened. It bounced back, and you know not good for the economy as long as it doesn't fall down below these supports in this previous resistance zone, right? And gold is consolidating, and then in the journey to up, but last 2 days of kind of indecisive small body candles, right? So that is what we see now. US markets, if you see, um, as per the time, US markets are all flat. The time of recording shows that the the S&P 500 is flat, 5 point green. Nasdaq is flat with 2 points lead. Dow Jones is flat, 0.86 red, right? So it's a flat global market, as we can see, right? So that's it. That's analysis for the next day. And just to wrap it up, we can see that there is indecisiveness in BANKNIFTY. There is a small body bearish inside bar in the Nifty. So Nifty is at a major resistance zone. BANKNIFTY is taking the support and heading, thinking indecisive whether to move up towards the next resistance zone or not, right? So that's a summary of what the markets has been doing the entire day today and the previous. So we are basically in a consolidation phase as it has been for the last 30 days, and we are all waiting for either a breakout to happen or a breakdown to happen. So, but market has been zigzagging and moving the same way for so many days, right? So uh, actionables would be to positionally to wait for that breakout or breakdown to happen to get in or get out, or hang on, or to continue holding on, right? Whichever. Intraday, no, just pure price action only. So it's like every single day, trending days are gone, right? You trend in the morning and then you give up everything, and then again trend, and then so it's a very difficult market to trade on the intraday, right? So with tight stop losses and based on whether it's breaking out of the range of the previous day's high low is the only way that you can do play here. And since we are in the consolidation phase, and since we are the end of a month, for positional, this may be the time to take calendar positions, right? Because it's the beginning of the month, so calendar for the August month this is the right time to take them, right? So that's an actionable, right? So the ranges are very clear. Consolidation top. We are hovering around in a 500-point range since 1 month. So right. So so that should be the range for all the option strategies that we are taking, calendar or non-calendar, right? Right, as if so, and you should be ready to adjust it on both sides whenever there is a breakout that happens on either side, right? So I hope this analysis will be of some use to you, right? Because it tells you where we are actually, what happened, not just today, what has been happening. That gives a clear idea on where we are, right? Which will help you to make your own trading plan for the next day, right? Right. So we cannot predict. We can only, as I always say, we can only react. But we can see where the probabilities lie. So we know where the probabilities are there, right? Depending on our chart study. That's what it. So if you like it, please hit the like button, share it to your friends, relatives, and whoever you think is useful. We need more subscriptions, so kindly help us to get that to keep us motivated to come with more videos that are of use for you. Thanks for watching and have great trading and great learning.